I felt trapped. It took me to places I didn't want to go to. Places like revenging, yelling, insecurities within myself, and bad decision making. Mind is power. It is one of the strongest tools you own. Whatever you command your mind to do, it can do it. Hi everyone, this is Taking Steps with Marian. Hope you are good. If you're not, cheer up. No one is perfect, but in everything we do, let's learn by taking steps to improve our lives. Growing up, whenever I felt bad about something, my mind goes straight to this quote, "As you think, so are you." Then I'll say to myself, am I thinking the way I should? Why do I feel terrible right now? What can I do to take these bad feelings away? I didn't like the way I felt whenever negative thoughts ran through my mind. I felt trapped. It took me to places I didn't want to go to. Places like revenging, yelling, insecurities within myself, and bad decision making. So one day I decided to train myself to learn how to manage my thoughts, or in other words, control my thoughts. I like feeling good. Don't we all? So, I will talk about positive, negative, in-between thinking and what they can do to us by using real-life examples. Let's say you had an argument with a friend, and at the heat of the argument, you both decide, let's forget about this and move on. The next day, you send your friend a WhatsApp message. If they don't respond within a week, how would you think? Let me break it down. A negative thinker's mind will immediately go to the mode of, my friend ignored my message because of the argument. And WhatsApp is showing that he or she read my message. I will not find out why he or she did not reply. Why should I be the first one to make the first move? And so on. A positive thinker will think otherwise. What if there is a reason? What if the message was accidentally skipped? What if the person is not well? And what if the phone is misplaced? An in-between thinker will think, my friend might be angry at me because of our argument, or maybe something is up, or maybe I'm being ignored, and stay in maybes and get stuck there. So many people interpret delayed or lack of response to their messages as if they are being ignored, and this can put a strain on the relationship. Truth is, whatever you think is an assumption until you hear from the person you sent the message to. A positive thinker thinks of ways to clear up whatever is making them feel unsure. You may be right that your message was being ignored, but you may be wrong as well. Why stress yourself about something you can clear up? Why not find out? When we hear bad news or feel bad about life problems, negative and in-between thoughts will definitely be part of our thinking process. Still, we have the power not to allow those thoughts control us. We have choices in every situation. What will you do if your friend confirms that he or she ignored your message because of the argument? Leave your answers down below. Another example, let's say Mrs. A is looking for a job. Mr. B wants a position in the company he works for, and Lady C wants to start up a new business. Pursuing their dream is getting difficult. Mrs. A decides, I will do whatever it takes to get the job. Mr. B decides the hassle to get the position is too much, so I quit. Lady C thinks maybe I should pursue this dream or not. What I want you to notice is how they all think about their situation. In my opinion, Mrs. A thinks positive about her situation because she decides to do whatever it takes to get a job. Positive thinking people think about what they have to do to get to where they are going. For example, they ask themselves, is my plan effective? Did I reflect well on this? What can I change to get to where I'm going? Positive thinkers recognize the work it takes and the difficulties in pursuing. If they have to take a course, wake up early, or work on themselves, they will do it. Mr. B, on the other hand, thinks negative about his situation. He doesn't want to face the hassle that comes with the position. Negative thinking people say to themselves, the work required to achieve is too much, always giving excuses, and they don't try to do whatever it takes to become what they aspire to be. Lady C thinks in between positive and negative. She is in a maybe zone, and her way of thinking is very tricky. In-between thinkers find it very difficult which way to go, and they get stuck on what they want. Today I want this and that, tomorrow I don't feel like it, the next day I feel like doing this. It goes on and it never stops. I have been in all three categories of thinking, and I can confidently say positive thinking pays off. When we think positive, we learn new things while we go through the difficult process. It helps us discover new things about what we aspire to be and ourselves. Don't get me wrong, we all go through negative and in-between feelings. It's part of human nature, but we have the power to decide which way to go. When it gets difficult, do you choose to think negative or in-between? Or do you choose to push through, just like Mrs. A? I encourage you to do all you can to focus on the positive. Positive thinking people live happier than negative and in-between thinking people. Learning to think positive will change how you see your family and friends, the people you work with, how you solve problems, how you communicate, and a lot more. Subscribe right now, like, and don't forget to click the notification bell below for new videos every week. Thanks so much for watching my video. See you next week. Bye!